What's up, MPX addicts, and welcome to the MPX Rehab. I'm your host, the hashtag certified Mark J. Williams, here with my co-host, as always,
the voice of the MPX addicts, Kyle Smith.
And last week was Destiny, and things did not turn out like people initially thought. I've got to be,
You think?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think some things went well. I think some things are exactly what you thought they would. And then, there are things where we even talk about, like, oh, they could do this or they could do that. Either way, it's going to be interesting. So
yeah, like I said, it's like there were things that it's like some people were concerned about, and I was just like, well, it's not going to be like what happened at WrestleMania, so it's all good.
I felt there was definitely going to be one title change for sure, which happened. There was a second one I thought maybe, and no, it's not the one people were thinking of. And that one didn't happen either. So
yeah. Actually, the fact that there was only one title change was kind of surprising.
Yeah.
Especially given certain things we saw during the show. But then again, there was a lot of stuff that I'm sitting there looking at going, it's like, okay, is that actually going to happen, or is this a red herring, or what? But let's go ahead and get into the matches themselves, because, it was, all in all, a really good show. Yeah. Let's start with the first match of the night.
This is a great way to start.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, actually, we're starting off with the hero of the people, Aaron Eagle. And this was a controversial match, because he took on the Bullet Club's Chris Bay.
Yeah, and I don't know what you mean by controversial, but yes, it was. It was great.
Apparently,
it was a great match. Eagle, like, when we had talked about Bay coming in earlier, we both had said, it'd be kind of cool to have a younger guy, going against him to get that spot against Bay. And then when Eagle was announced, me and you were both like, oh no, this is going to be good.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah.
And Eagle looked amazing. Like, for as many years as he's in, to stay with, keep up, whatever you want to call it, with Bay, who is one of the best to me. Chris Bay is one of the best that a lot of people don't know the name. Chris Bay is a phenomenal talent. And to go in there and Eagle, to go toe-to-toe, speed for speed, step for step, was amazing.
No, what I really loved is the fact that it's like, at first it was Chris Bay playing around, being the very cocky, he's Bullet Club, Exactly. You can't touch me, I'm too fast. As soon as Eagle catches him, Bay is flying around that ring, but not under his own power.
Exactly.
And that was just really, really awesome. And, then we have the end of the match where Chris Bay does win.
Yeah.
But apparently there's accusations of collusion.
Yeah, I guess that's you and Pulver and
no. All I did was promise that I would look into it, and I did. And to be perfectly honest, I can't find any evidence of collusion. Nothing actionable. Nothing.
To be fair, pictures don't lie. Pulver put up some pictures, so
yeah. Yeah, he did pull up. It's like, but sometimes circumstantial. I think Travis may have possibly just gotten.
Oh, you definitely can't trust Travis. You can't trust that man.
But Travis may have gotten caught up in the moment. I mean, we've seen it happen before, where he just keeps getting caught up in the moment. Remember the match that he actually wrestled? He got so caught up in the stunner moment that he got himself stunned by referee Nick Caldwell.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know. I don't even think it's necessarily the fact that the people, I guess the three people, are upset. See what I did there? Yeah. Are upset that Eagle lost. They're upset that they didn't get their full long minute Eagle pose.
Yeah, I know. Like I said, I think he can do better. But that was one moment where I find it a little questionable with Travis Trueborn. He did interrupt the pre-match.
Crunch. We had 9 matches.
I know, so many matches.
And a tag team turmoil that technically is 5 matches.
Yeah,
so
that is true.
12.
That is true. But let's go ahead and talk about that, because after the actually amazing start to the night between Aaron Eagle and Chris Bay, a match of the night contender, we had the tag team turmoil. The Children of the Scorn have been basically dominating the tag team division here at MPX since coming away with the belts.
Yeah. And that's the thing, even before that, when they were the boys and stuff like that, they have been a force to reckon with in the tag division since they've got here. And this is the one where I said going in, I don't know who's going to do it, but I don't see them walking out with the tag titles, just for the fact that it is the turmoil. And you're going against an unknown amount of teams. We'd always kind of guessed, 5 or 6, because if you're going to have 4, just do a fatal 4-way. So when they, did that and they said they're starting and it's against Entourage, I'm like, cool. Probably not going to make it out as champs.
Yeah, well, I don't know. They had a very good start to it because they took off the Entourage.
Yeah.
And, it was the full power Entourage, in my opinion, of the leading man, Michael Schaefer, and Super Agent LP.
Oh, okay. I was like, no, all of the Entourage was not there.
No, that's true.
Yes,
but I'm talking when it comes to the
okay.
actual competing team.
Yeah.
It was, it was the stronger combination.
Jesus Christ, I don't know what it is. I don't know why I like it so much, but Schaefer's hair was fucking amazing.
I know.
That was.
I
great.
know.
And the fact.
Although, to be honest, there were times in which I was wondering if he was going to start doing dressage.
And the shirts are so cool. Those new shirts, which he is getting a second match. So try
good, because I was unable to buy any at that point because, new baby.
Yeah. But yeah, that match was really good. And then, like you said, Scorn getting the win, waiting for the next people to come out.
And it's confident cards right away.
Which I kind of like how this was laid out because, okay, cool. There's our 3 tag teams. We definitely know we're going to get surprises later.
Oh, yeah.
So
they put everyone that we had predicted. And I agree with you. Just kind of feel bad about not predicting the final, but this was it was good to see them, and honestly you could see the long time feud between the Children of the Scorn and the Confident Cards that has been going on since before the Children won the belts. And it came full circle here, finally with even being tired of a previous match, the Children of the Scorn putting away the Confident Cards.
Yeah, which again, another good contested tag match. It's one of those where there is something there, kind of like how we talked about with Purple Haze and the Sons of Mayhem. There's just some type of chemistry there with the Scorn and the Cards that are it's amazing to watch.
Yeah, they really do work well together.
But the Scorn getting the win and then moving on and waiting for, I think, one of the more bigger surprises, because we haven't seen Horsepower but maybe once.
Twice. So it was in amongst our, it's like it could be the Camachos, it could be Horsepower and everything like that. But we weren't expecting this horsepower, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Because these guys, they weren't playing by the rules that you normally play by.
And, this horsepower definitely a little different. Maybe it's... maybe they needed Carl's guidance a little bit?
Maybe. It's referee Carl Knight, also our boss promoter at Legacy, everything like that. Not there that night, so I guess they kind of lost their way. They drifted.
Or, that could be what they need to do to win, because guess what? Oh, they did.
They did.
So,
they won.
Well, but here's the thing. I don't know how the turmoil actually works. Is it going to be like the Scramble, where if you pin the champs, you are the champ? So do they have a recognized tag title win?
I'm not sure. That one we'd have to talk to MPX management about.
Yeah. So, because it is one of those where, oh, cool, they had it. They only had it for 10 minutes or 5 minutes or so.
Yeah.
But,
because after the Children of the Scorn are eliminated and walk to the back, we get, honestly, current favorites at MPX, Purple Haze, coming in.
Yeah, which, granted, they are not local, obviously, but Purple Haze is MPX.
Oh, yes.
Especially when I found out that is the only place that they kind of get used as a tag team. Purple Haze is through and through MPX.
It was absolutely fantastic, because we had new people there at Destiny who were like, a friend of mine said I should come to this show, so here I am. It's like, you chose the biggest show. Purple Haze comes out, and these guys are just losing their minds.
Purple Haze is amazing. The reaction they got when their music hit and came out was so great. Like I said, Stevie Hendricks probably one of my favorites right now, just because of that, of his energy and charisma when he comes out. You get sucked in and you get excited for it.
Yeah, and same with Prince Alexander
right there too. But yeah, Purple Haze coming out with the win, our new MPX Tag Champs, and like I said, I feel, and it's nothing against Horsepower. Everyone knows I like MPX people to be kind of our champs. Like we talked about earlier with Kim Bennett taking the title away, stuff I don't.
But at the same time, it can be an assumption, especially with Horsepower being local. If they had won the belts, they'd be there a little more often.
Maybe. Who knows? Because Horsepower is booked a lot.
They're all over the place.
Especially, also singly, I've seen Eddie go so many places and so many matches by himself, which is great to see him get out there in, because he's one of those that every time I see him, I'm like, a little hitter, but he gets better every time I see him. So getting out there and getting that experience is amazing. But yeah, Purple Haze getting titles. Hopefully that means, yes, we are getting them a lot more.
Yes.
So we'll definitely see what happens. But yeah, it's, again, that match, I think, we were always kind of curious, how many number of teams, blah, blah, blah. I think they did it perfect. And I think the 2 quote-unquote surprise teams we got were amazing.
Oh, yeah. No, it was absolutely fantastic. Probably one of my favorite matches of the night, as good as all these other matches were.
Yes.
Because then we had the start of the singles matches, in which we started with Aaron Sykes versus Matlock.
We went on our grudge feud.
One after the other, after the other.
Yeah, pretty much. These next 3 are like all grudge matches.
Yeah.
Which is great. That's the whole point of this.
Oh, yeah, no. But Aaron Sykes, the Foreigner, taking on the All-Star Matlock. These two put on a hell of a match.
Yes. And again, this is something that they've only had a couple matches, but when they're in there, there's just something that clicks, and they are on, and the chemistry is really good there. And it's great to see the contrasting styles, because obviously you've got Sykes, who is very lucha, but can also be physical if need be. And then you've got Locke, who is just going to beat the fuck out of you and then throw you around. So, it's great to see those kind of, contrast and work well in a match, and they do. They work very well together.
Yeah, no. Matlock coming away with the win on this one. It wasn't predictable, honestly. I was expecting, it could go either way.
I kind of figured Locke for some reason, and maybe it's just the way I'm thinking and the way I see it, but for some reason I still don't see, while yes, we're getting Sykes a lot more and he is doing really good in matches, they're just not kind of doing anything with that. But with Locke,
then again,
has that history of, this is kind of our guy. He's one of our top faces.
Yeah, and honestly, there's a lot to think about with Sykes, about the fact that, this is his first feud back.
Yeah.
So this may be kind of easing him into everything, because for all we know, we could see him decide that he's going to go on and take the Texas Chainsaw, or he's going to go on and, try to find a tag partner again and take on Purple Haze.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Who knows? But I think, for me, this match kind of happened the way I thought it would. The next match did shock me a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, Locke getting the win, and then again Pulver with the amazing pictures with that German, or not even German, it was the overhead, and just the way
the toes.
Oh my God, it was so beautiful.
Yeah,
just amazing.
It really was. But yeah, no, you're talking about that next match. Tommy Becker, taking on Lord Exodus Prime, the final boss, and
he's not Lord anymore since he lost the title. He's just the final boss.
That's what he keeps calling him.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I just thought that was final boss, but all right.
But we hadn't seen a whole lot about this since they had their blow up at each other a few weeks before.
Well, yeah.
It was almost a month before.
I was the only one that kind of remembered it was happening.
Yeah, no, it was that was a last minute kind of thing, because especially with something we saw just before this match, I'm was sitting there wondering, okay, is this still going on?
Yeah.
And we'd heard rumors, luckily unfounded it seems, of one of them being injured.
Yeah, and like I said, I thought it was, because even before we filmed last week, I swear I saw it was either Exodus Tommy, one of them posted the graphic. I was like, oh cool, the match is still happening.
Yeah.
I do, like I said, granted, yes, it still ended the way it would with a submission. I just wish it would have been labeled a submission match.
Yeah.
With the way they were going into it, where they each had a security guy and a lock, I was like, okay, it's going to lead to that. The match itself was good. Very, like I said, to me, a little interesting. I didn't necessarily think Tommy would win. As much as I like Tommy and I like Exodus, it seems Exodus has kind of been more on that, hey, we're going to give him the stuff.
Both of these guys, after their respective title runs in the past year, they kind of went, not on the back burner, I'd say, but they seem to be, focusing elsewhere.
Yeah, because, Tommy's been doing a lot with Texas, and also just, honestly, letting his body heal.
Oh, yeah.
And Exodus...
please do that.
Exodus just been killing it anywhere he can.
Yeah.
So, a little bit school of thought different for both of them. But again, neither one of them looking like they missed anything. They're still great.
Oh, yeah.
And the match itself was good. It was great to see. Like I said, it did shock me a little bit with Exodus tapping because we really haven't seen that a lot.
Mm-hmm. And it looked like Exodus could be injured. I mean, heck, we even had the referee stopping Tommy Becker from, continuing to abuse him.
I mean, it is an ankle lock, and Tommy's the best at it. So.
He knows that pain. He knows how to lock it just right.
Yeah. He's very Ken Shamrock-like with it.
But then we had another singles match, another grudge match, the third in a row. Well, third in a row, as Mikey B with Sammy took on Dylan Cavins. And first and foremost, guys, if everybody changes their music all at once, that makes my job as the curator of the unofficial MPX playlist that much harder.
Bitch.
I got as many of them as I could.
Hold on. I talked to Dylan. He said that he technically didn't change his music. It was just for that night.
Aw.
Which is bullshit.
I agree.
I figured.
It's the greatest fucking opening in the world. Keep it.
Which I figured it was kind of only going to be special for that night, given the attire and everything, which was beautiful. And Mikey with new gear too. It's kind of like later on the night when Sky came out with his entrance.
Yeah.
He's not going to constantly use that song. That was just for that night.
Yeah.
But no, the Mikey Dillon is with as stacked of a card as this was. This is probably my favorite match, and I really honestly can't pinpoint why. It was I was sucked in and it was good.
It was.
The whole night was good. There wasn't anything really lackluster.
Yeah.
But there was something about this. I don't know if it's the feud they had. I don't know if it's the fact that you could tell they both were. I don't know. It seemed like they both went out there and had the mindset of steal the show, and to me, they kind of accomplished that because, like I said, their chemistry and the new gear, entrances, just everything about that was great. And
the callback to the start of their feud, really, with the boots being involved, it looked like Mikey was going to try and mirror it and actually come away with the win on this one, but in the end, it was Dylan Cavins coming away with that win. Yeah,
exactly, and. Finally, kind of, hopefully, maybe putting that in the past behind him.
Maybe.
Who knows? But yeah, that match, like I said, that was good. And I liked, I think for me, Dylan kind of stole the show in general as far as with his entrance, with the music, with the attire, with that match. Dylan's kind of the MVP of Destiny to me. Yeah,
definitely. Well, okay, when it comes to entrances, let's go ahead and start with the next match, the MPX Addicts Championship.
This entrance is great. It was good.
Because we got the full-on, festival scene from Lost Boys as the Texas Chainsaw Sky de Lacrimosa came out to defend the MPX Addicts Championship against Joe Angelo Garcia. Yeah. Coming out, of course, with the Silver family. And honestly, as soon as Caleb walked out my heart stopped. It really did, because it's like Sean looks a lot like him, but Caleb has one thing that makes it just like a spitting image, and that's the hair.
Yeah.
If Sean had the hair, the two of them would be the Silver Twins.
They really are. They're just all three like him, and it's crazy. And yeah, it does. Every time you see it, you're like, oh, great. Oh, now I'm sad again.
It's like...
It's a good set.
When he came out the first time for that, he's like, I'm just like, I knew it was a prank, and then realized, no, wait, that wasn't actually him.
Yeah. But yeah, having them come out with that was great. The saxophone player, I don't know how the hell they found him. I thought that guy was dead, but
actually, no, he's not.
Really not?
Yeah.
The Lost Boys saxophone player?
Yeah.
I swear I thought
Tom.
I thought that happened like in the past 3 years.
I didn't.
I don't know. Anyways.
I'll look it up later.
But yeah, that was great. And then this match itself was pretty good. It was one of those where like I said, it didn't necessarily shock me, given the way we're going with this guy and the reason he won it and everything like that. It's obviously not going to be a short title reign, I wouldn't think. And
I would hope not, but that's me.
It is going to be... Okay.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, Tim Capello.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's going to be one of those where the person who beats him, I feel, has to either be something... It has to be something from Sky's past, or it's got to be some dastardly heel tactic.
Well, let's go ahead and talk about one factor that didn't really factor into the match, and that's what makes me think red herring and everything. When Sky, is out there, is doing a promo, talking about how he's, this is his, he's going to keep it and everything like that. He walks away and we see a hero with that look in his eye.
Well, yeah, the hero still wants his title back. He was hoping to get that title match tonight. But, again, he didn't win against Bay. He didn't win in the match to get this title match. So he's kind of at the back of the line. You're not going to automatically
and with that, I was almost expecting to have, a little bit of hero interference in this match. But it didn't happen.
Nope.
So, I don't know. I guess he's a hero. He's got integrity.
Exactly.
But Sky coming away with the win on this one, and it just, Joe giving it everything he got. But then again, these two have worked together a lot before, so they know each other very well.
Tags. And it was great. And like I said, I do. Joe has always been someone kind of like Schaefer to me. The booking of Joe at MPX has always been very weird to me because it's someone that I do think you could have a singles title run with and a good singles title run. And he could be one of your top guys, and it just, for some reason, they never seem to pull the trigger on it. It's one of those things where it gets close and then just kind of falls. Yeah,
it's like even his prospect title run, I feel like that was slightly hindered by the fact that it was the title run itself was buried within the falling apart of the Jamie's guys.
Yeah, it was.
And so it's like we didn't really get a proper title run from him on that. And I agree, he could give a really good one if only they'd pulled that trigger.
Yeah.
But that's neither here nor there. We're not the bookers. We don't make that decision. Then after that, we had the MPX Prospect Championship match, and this is where another red herring happened, because earlier in the night, Kari Wright had basically a promo in which he said that having to defend his MPX Prospect Championship, that's horrible. It's a travesty. It's civil disorder, which made me think that it's like, oh, is he going to take on Exodus?
No, see, my first thought was Brixton.
That's because it was a little bit up in the air.
I felt, for some reason, right before the night, before that promo, I was like, oh, it's got to be Brick. Brick kind of makes the most sense.
Yeah.
And then when he did the promo, I'm like, okay, cool, Brixton. Because I didn't feel Gabe and Exodus already did matches. We're not going to have more double duty.
Well, that's the thing. I didn't. The promo came right before Exodus and Tommy's match, so I didn't know for sure what was happening with that. So was my thought, and I even had the thought that if Exodus had been in this match and won this match, oh my God, that would make him the newest Grand Slam champion. So, I was sitting there going, it's like, that would make a lot of sense. And then the Tommy Becker Exodus Prime match happened. I'm like, okay, maybe Brixton, like you said. But that was a full swerve.
Yeah, the surprise we got is probably one of my most favorite surprises, obviously, because I love Wes so much. But Wesley Crane coming was so great.
Again, with new music.
Yes, which that kind of didn't like, because I love his music. But it was great to see Wes back in again. Just amazing shape. Hasn't missed a beat.
Oh, yeah.
Just amazing.
Well, he's been tearing it up north, so,
Yeah, but it's Oklahoma.
True. But he has been facing the likes of Tommy Dean and Luke Langley, so there's at least competition there.
True. But yeah, we need those two back too.
I agree completely. Yeah, but this match, I was like, honestly, I was kind of expecting this match to, not go in Kari's favor.
I honestly didn't think either. This is one I was referring to earlier where I was like, I felt this one might change hands just for the simple fact that as much as I love Kari, I didn't really see him getting 4 wins. I just didn't see MPX kind of doing that trigger. But now that it's happened, it's amazing because Kari can play that opportunistic whenever the champ is down, the cash-in moment.
I had an alternate thought of what I thought would be funny, but that's armchair booking, and I know people don't like that. I'm going to do it anyway. It's my show. Yeah. But I think it would actually be hilarious if Kari were to be like, cash it in and give up my belt. No.
See, I thought that because Dave did that before, and I thought that was great. The other thing I also like that I think might happen is just a constant. Schaefer did it too. Just constant teases.
Yeah.
Just constantly coming out.
I will cash in when I want to cash in.
About to cash in, and then just kind of pull back and walk away.
Yeah.
See Kari do that a couple times, or even do it once where he's about to cash in, and then someone stops him. Like WWE's done it a couple times. I think that would be good because I think Kari is the type that could play that off. Kari, to me, is going to be a combination. If you're looking at Money in the Bank, to me, Kari can be that combination of The Miz and Edge. How Miz was kind of funny with all his failed cash-ins, and Edge was the ultimate opportunistic where it's like, nope, champ's down, I'm going. I can see Kari doing a combination of both of those, and I think it would work very well.
But however that turns out, I'm very interested to see where the Kari's going to take this because he is somebody, like we've said before, somebody that deserved to be a top contender on the card, and now he is whenever he wants to be. And the thing is, history has proven, unless they've decided to change the rules and solidify it the way you like it, it doesn't even have to be the MPX championship.
No, it's the MPX champ has to watch his back. The MPX champ has to watch his back. I dare say even the tag champs, if he gets a partner, has to watch their back. And that's, again, we don't really know the rules. Is it just for the title? Could he do a tag title if he got a partner?
Yeah.
So... the only thing we really got for sure is Dave did set the precedence of you can cash in for the Addicts title. So,
but let's go ahead and talk about the other match that's going to be just a match that people are going to remember. If nothing else, then for the celebrity in it. But just the match itself was really good. As MJ Santana and Morgan Mercy took on the Living Dead Girl and the Living Doll, Hilda and Abaddon.
Is that an actual thing, or you just do that?
What, the Living?
No, the Living Dead I know is a thing.
No, from what I have been told, that is actually Hilda's moniker.
Okay. Cool. I didn't know that. That's interesting.
And I think that's what they've been going for with MJ Santana with the whole, I'm an actual real girl kind of thing.
Yeah, and I think obviously that's what they were maybe trying to do before Erica had to get pulled out and everything like that. I think they were trying to do that with Erica and Hilda and stuff like that with the fake doll and the real doll and stuff. So. But yeah, this match was good. Again, kind of to your point, the entrance to me for Hilda and Abaddon was a little weird, just music selection wise. I thought
Miss Murder was great. It fits Hilda's character so well.
I like it I liked it for Hilda, but for them to both kind of come out to it, I just thought it was a little weird.
True.
But yeah, the match itself was good. I really enjoyed, and it's what I was looking forward to when it was proposed, is Morgan and Abaddon getting in there. That I thought was great.
Yeah, finally getting that combo of the two of them. And it's like when Abaddon came by last, and everything, I was kind of hoping for Abaddon versus Morgan at the time. But then it got announced, of course, Abaddon versus Athena, which is a freaking fantastic match itself.
Yeah.
But Morgan finally getting the chance to face her down, that was really awesome.
Yes. And yeah, the match itself was good. The built-in story there of Hilda kind of feuding with both of them and having to call in a pretty big reinforcement to finally kind of get that win.
Yeah, because it was actually Hilda who pinned MJ on this with that wonderful Meteora of hers. And, so it finally was that comeuppance that she had been looking for forever.
Exactly. So, yeah, I thought it was great.
And,
No, just saying.
Oh, yeah, no, I know we've got somebody gushing about Hilda in the comments.
No, I saw my name, so I was curious, but of course I hate women's wrestling, so.
Oh, yeah, you absolutely will. Gonna make that shirt for you.
As long as I get money off of it.
Yep.
I'm telling you, you gotta make both, though. Kyle loves women wrestling, Kyle hates women wrestling. You're gonna make money both ways. It's the only smart thing to do.
So that actually would really, because then you can start having, your fans take different sides.
Oh, God, I don't have fans. My own girlfriend hates this, so. No one actually wants to hear me talk. I just do it.
Yeah. But then we had the main event of the night, and this was good.
Yes. This is everything that you thought it would be and then some.
Well, not everything people thought it would be.
Yeah, I got that.
But then again, like I said, it's like since I've been going to MPX at Destiny, the Rumble winner takes the belt. and that is how it had gone
And I
every
was trying
time.
to think that, and I was like, I know there's been one that didn't, and I just can't remember who
It was
but-
probably before my time,
Right.
because I do remember Richard saying, "It's like, no, the Rumble winner hasn't always
No, it
won."
doesn't.
But since I've been going, Jason Silver, Hardakis, Dimitri,
Yeah.
Tatum,
Yeah.
and so it seemed to follow that Red Chambers was going to go on and finish that, redemption arc from last Purple Rain.
And maybe it was until, Mania happened. And then they're like, oh, okay, cool, we'll do that.
I wasn't going to say that.
Everyone knows it's a joke. Jesus Christ. People are
Careful. I was going to say, careful. People have been taking jokes rather serious lately, so.
But that's the thing. Like I said on the show, I could see it going either way.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, history kind of has proven the Rumble's going to win.
Mm-hmm.
Destiny's one of those send the fans home happy show.
Mm-hmm.
Red's going to get crowned. But there was just something going into it. And I don't know, maybe it's me because, again, despite what people think, I actually like so much what Tatum is doing right now. I don't want it to stop. I want Tatum to keep going. I want them to continue with him being the champ, running the place, putting everyone down. I think it's working. I think it's doing great. Now, if Red would have won, yeah, it would have been a good champion. It would have been fun. It would have sent people home happy. But I feel having this go down and seeing how Red's going to bounce back from this and come back to climb and chase even further is going to be better. Just like I said with Roman and Cody, I think it's the right call because it needs a better chasing story.
My only concern about that was better story. Dude came back from a torn chest.
That Roman didn't do, so it didn't.
Yeah, but he still came back from absolute adversity and then went on to win the Rumble to go on to the main show.
Yeah, and only wrestling twice in that time frame. Yeah,
He wrestled like almost every week.
not when he came back from the torn tag. He was on the show every week. He didn't wrestle. He only had like 3 matches. But anyways, that's
wrestling. That's
it just
WWE. That's not.
And yes, we had a good build with this. I'm not saying the build was bad, but I want something, and it's probably because that's very old school and it doesn't happen much anymore. I want really long stories. I want a year-long feud type thing. And given that these two men are MPX, you literally have a heart and soul of MPX with Red and Tatum. You can actually do a year-long feud with them. And I think if done right, it's going to be one of the best things MPX has ever done.
It could be done, but honestly, I think we've already kind of sort of had that because, like I said, there's the Purple Rain from last year. Yeah. Everything depending on when they do Purple Rain this year, it could be a year, it could be longer than a year, it could be less than a year.
I was going to say,
who knows?
It's either going to be May or August. We don't know. But we do know what is happening, which I can't wait for, is one of my favorite things ever: Fight, Win, Survive.
Yes. And speaking of Red, going for that chase again, he is definitely looking towards that. I saw the post and everything, because Fight, Win, Survive. It is 5 teams, 4 wrestlers fighting in all sorts of weird matches with
Some
different
are weird.
stipulations. Well, okay, yeah, true.
But,
Some are weird, some not so much.
Yeah, but they're always great. Fight, Win, Survive is one of my favorite things in the world. One, because it brings that whole kind of team fight, which I love, and it's gang warfare.
Yeah.
And, and we do, obviously, if for people who have never been to Fight, Win, Survive, like you said, 5 teams, 4 wrestlers. The wrestlers may not like each other and may be in feuds, but guess what? They're on the same team. Or you may have tag teams split up into the other posts.
We have that here, actually.
So, and that's another thing I love about it is the fact that you may not like your opponent, but you have to work with them. Or, hey, your best friend's on the other team, but you're going to have to beat them.
Yep.
And then the colors we got, which...
I know you're disappointed, and I understand.
Bit, but, okay, so we have Team Green, which, yay, go Team Green, obviously, always. Gold, black, blue, and red. Where the fuck is purple?
I don't know. That's
your main color. It is literally MPX is purple. It's your color. Why the fuck? Okay, gold or blue? Why the fuck is gold or blue there? Purple should be there.
I'd say that gold is the new one ish because usually they just say the yellow team.
True.
When they're there, I think black is. I don't know. Actually, all of these teams have been represented before, but yeah, usually there's a purple team amongst it. So I guess this is just the year that it's cycled out.
Bullshit. Hashtag Team Green is now Team Purple. Let's go.
I was on Team Purple.
But let's go ahead and talk about the matches that have been announced for this Saturday, the first round of Fight, Win, Survive. We've got that Metroplex Combat match between Dylan Cavens on the black team and Tommy Becker on the blue team. And I've got to wonder, I mean, we saw a Metroplex Combat match with Metroplex Combat, but what's it going to mean for Fight, Win,
The
Survive?
only one I can think of that I remember was back at the old building, and I can't remember James Johnson's Gigolo's opponent, but I think it was Kenny Still. It was him and Kenny Still, and he was Liu Kang, and it was Johnny Cage, I think, and it was hilarious, really funny, and that one I remember from Fight, Win, Survive. Don't necessarily remember what it was last year that they did. I remember
that was the Dimitri Kid Bandit thing.
That's okay. Oh God, yeah. Okay. So yeah, who knows what exactly is going to happen? Given that Dylan's in it, I feel like it's definitely going to be something actually video game, Mortal Kombat related. So I just don't.
He's going to come.
Tommy's going to work.
He's going to come out dressed as Liu Kang or something this time.
And Tommy's just going to come out and be like, What is this? What am I doing?
Yeah. What are the stipulations of a Metroplex Combat match? We'll find out.
Who's going to be Johnny Cage?
Probably.
Why is this a question?
He could be Johnny Cage, but I could also see him not playing
it's
it
just
out.
weird. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Tommy Becker just didn't seem like the type that would be like,
Yeah.
I'm not doing that.
He's going to come out straight Molina.
Sonya Blade wins.
But then we've also got
They didn't explain the rules.
we've got a match that in normal circumstances you could call it a foregone conclusion, but given the circumstances of this match, it could be interesting how this goes. A socks match between the new rookie, the golden boy Caleb Riley from the red team, taking on the reincarnation of excellence, Kari Wright, our confirmed MPX prospect champion. Yeah. So, he doesn't have to win this thing to get a chance at the belt, but
he's smart. Might as well get two opportunities.
Exactly. Yeah.
And
he can get.
And the Fight, Win, Survive is actually for the MPX title, so he could get that and then cash in for the Annex title if you wanted.
Yeah.
Very smart. Plus, he's the only prospect champion that actually have to defend his title 6 times to actually be considered the true prospect.
He walked out of those matches. He didn't even get involved in them.
They were forfeits. But yes, Kari representing what?
Green team.
That's right.
We also had someone asking, what is a socks match?
A socks match. I was actually going to get to that. See, a socks match is different from your typical match. I'm going to date myself. I was going to say, I'm going to kind of date myself. It's kind of like a very, very, very G-rated version of an old school Braun Panties match.
Yeah, a little bit. Basically, we had it last year, I believe. It was Tommy Dean and Exodus, I think.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much you have to take your opponent's socks off.
Both of them.
Yeah, both. Which is great and leads to just weird things you have to do. And,
Yeah.
and it's cool. But yeah, that match last year was really good. So it's going to be interesting to see how this works.
And it's like I said, it's like if this were his typical match, I think the experience and excellence of Kari Wright would overshadow the rookie. But given just the strangeness of it and the fact that anything could really happen to involve this, Kari could lose.
We don't know grappler.
It's No, it's green team. Kari wins. Hands down, green team wins.
But speaking of green team, then we have the first blood match as brothers go back to war. The Children of the Scorn are going to be fighting each other as the rugged Gabe Wilder and the Mad Prince, Tommy Prince, will be going one-on-one, with Gabe Wilder representing the green team and the Mad Prince representing the gold team.
Yes. Of course, this is going to be awesome because we've seen these two go to war, and it's always great. The fact that it is now an actual first blood match, oh God.
Yeah, that's actually...
Don't let me down, Gabe. Don't fuck it up for the green team.
I'm not taking sides on this one. I just don't want them to get hurt and enjoy themselves.
You're not gonna pick a color?
No.
How dare you?
Well, yeah, no, I'm not picking a color.
Oh, you want to see all the teams announced first? Loser.
Yeah.
Go ahead and go with blue team. You've got Schaefer and Tommy Becker. That's great.
That is true. That is true. But at the same time, then there's the red team, which in the last match that was announced, the Hardcore Hollywood match, the red team is spelled wrong on this and on the card too, because it should be R-E-double-D.
No.
Because Red Chambers.
Baby D is not in this, so no.
No, it's Red Chambers.
He
Red team.
He cannot take over. He may not even be the captain, just because his name.
Oh, he's
is
gonna
red.
he's gonna be the captain.
No.
He's gonna be the captain. He's the captain of this team, I'm sure.
Yeah, I doubt it.
It's Red Chambers. He's the captain of this team. But he's going to be taking on Michael Schaefer in a Hardcore Hollywood match. I'm curious what this one's going to mean, too.
It's going to be a hardcore match, just with, Hollywood, probably Hollywood memorabilia to use.
Probably.
But it's one of those where I
wonder if my clapboard's still back there.
Probably. That or, Envy needed it for something.
Yeah.
But, this match is going to be really good. We've seen Red and Schaefer go at it, and it's pretty good. This is... Yes, Red does have experience with hardcore matches. Mm-hmm. Does not really fare well in them if we look at his history.
That's true. Red Rain, he lost. He lost the casket match against Jason. Rest in peace.
Sons of Mayhem lost to the best friends. So, Red didn't fare well. So we'll see what happens. And then it's also how is he going to handle the defeat from Tatum? So
yeah. Schaefer to go over by hitting Red with the Jupiter Award. Yeah. I could see that.
Yes, exactly. And then that's the other thing, too. It's also the numbers game. Well, yes, there is the blue team. Schaefer still has the entourage.
Yeah.
See, there you go. You're getting an additional 3 members on the blue team.
I'm pretty sure I'm just going to support the red team because,
Because you want to lose and cry? Okay. Green's winning. It doesn't matter. And then that's the other thing too. Last year, so Fight One Survive, how they figured it out, wasn't it? They did a point system, and it was capture a flag at the end. Mm-hmm. So
between the 2 highest scoring teams.
Yeah. So
and that was one great. Of the most entertaining match concepts I have ever seen.
Entertaining and also just very drama filled. Mm-hmm. You really didn't know what was going to happen or who was going to win.
Yeah, it's like I'm like getting all sorts of chants going, like the go Mikey, go. He's worthy. Iron Belly finally getting to just lay waste to people with that hammer. Yeah. It's just like all of that.
And then, Locke picking it up. That was great. It was a great moment. Fight One Survive, like I said, it's always fun. Some of my favorite memories at MPX are these tournaments because it is. It's chaos. It's drama. It's fun. It's literally everything about Fight One Survive screams pro wrestling. And
it really does, yeah. In the best way possible. Yes. Well, James, the MPX champion, not on a team because, well, he is the prize.
Exactly. Because
the winner of Fight One Survive will be involved in the Gauntlet for the Gold, in which the MPX champion is going to have to make it through every member of the winning team.
Green.
Red.
Green.
Red.
Black!
Gold!
Oh, no one likes blue.
Well,
blue again?
Tommy Becker and Schaefer so far.
Oh, you mean Schaefer, that asshole?
Yeah.
Didn't he con you into buying a shirt?
That wasn't a con, brother.
I know.
That's the coolest fucking shirt.
I know. I'm agreeing with you. Yes.
My shirt. So.
Bitch.
It's mine.
This is not your first relationship. How do you not know how the property rights work here?
No, she's already stole one of my sweatshirts. So.
First of all, I didn't steal that.
I know.
Did.
That's true. She stole it, then the cat stole it. So.
Secondly, who bought the shirt? With whose money, bitch? With whose money?
Who said they really liked it? Who really said? You.
Whose money?
Yours.
Yeah,
but
and it's whose? Mine. It's mine. Say it's mine.
Ours?
It's mine.
Yours.
Remember, this is what I told you. What's yours is mine, and what's mine is mine.
Welcome to Certified Mark Marriage Counseling.
This is not right.
This is the conversation that we have about the fucking.
Do we have any lawyers?
Actually, James, I'm not entirely sure because this is Tatum Mannington we're talking about, and he is very good at making himself known.
Oh yeah, there's not down my mind. We're going to hear Tatum all the time.
He's going to have opinions about each of the teams. I'm pretty sure, but that is honestly, I'm looking forward to this because, like you said, Fight One Survive. It is everything you could hope for in professional wrestling. straight matches, hardcore matches, fun matches, comedy matches, all kinds of matches to lead up to, the ultimate prize.
And then that's the thing, like, yes, we have all these teams. That's only 4 matches. What else are we going to get filled with? Is every match going to be some type of team match? Are we just going to have a special attraction matches? Like, who knows? So it's going to be great to see because obviously, we normally get 7 or 8 matches. So yeah, we'll see.
So I'm looking forward to that. So that's everything we've got for that, guys. Make sure that you get your tickets for all 3 of these shows because they're going to be incredible. You don't want to miss any of it.
I mean, and given the Fight One Survive and the point system, you really can't miss anything.
Yeah, and it is actually going to be cast on Twitch.
Sorry, it was Tommy versus Tommy Dean versus Tommy Prince in the Sox match. Again, don't let me down, fucker. You're Team Green. You better win.
But get your tickets. Make sure you check it out. And if you can't make it to the show, from everything I've seen, they're going to be casting this on Twitch as well. So catch it on Saturday night. So keep it kayfabe, wrestling fans.
See the green team dominate.
But make sure you stay tuned because we will be back in a bit with Rehab After Dark. We're going to be talking about the Texoma show that's going on this Friday. It's an anniversary show. Yeah. Well, there's a reason. There's a reason. Because we're going to be joined, at least over by phone, by a good friend of the show, the guy who helped us get our start in this whole thing, DJ Tony Snow, leader of Snowman Enterprises.
Yes.
So make sure you tune in, check out, join the conversation. We'll see you later, ladies and gentlemen. Mark out.
Maybe see you Saturday. Probably not.
Yeah.